In this video we are going to talk about top 10 influencers who disappeared without a trace. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Number 10. Pratima Mendel. Pratima, a TikTok influencer, vanished after delivering a gig in Delhi on January 2, 2020, according to her Instagram account. Thor was also the final day she spoke to her husband, who had died the day before. Following that, her phone was shut off and never turned on again. Her spouse called the authorities when she didn't return from her trip to Delhi as planned. According to reports, on January 15th, the following night, she performed at a new place. The rest of the information about her is still unknown, and we have no idea what happened to her after her show on January 2nd. It's also difficult to come up with speculations about what might have happened to her because there is so little information regarding her case available on the internet. Number 9. Lisa Nova. It was in 2006 that Lisa Donovan launched her YouTube channel, which she utilized as a venue to upload her comedic skits in the months after the introduction of her YouTube account. When a Mad TV casting director watched one of her videos, he approached her and invited her to audition for the show. In the year 2007, she made an appearance on the show as a character in a sketch. With the exception of a brief cameo in the 2015 film The Wedding Ringer, she appears to have moved on from her days of filming YouTube sketch comedy videos and has been virtually unheard of since. Number 8. Cast Hyop. So he was a 22-year-old Belgian YouTuber who vanished without a trace on October 23, 2020, according to his social media accounts. On the day in question, he left his parents' house at 4 o'clock. That was the last time he was ever seen by a human being. For a week, he was nowhere to be found. The police had no leads, and no one knew where he was, which was unfortunate for a fisherman who was out fishing in a canal one morning when he noticed a body in the water and called the authorities. Even though it was ultimately determined to be Casper's, there was no evidence of foul play. As a result, they assume he committed suicide by jumping into the river. Number 7. Asena ONeill. She was an Instagram influencer before it was even a thing, back when no one knew what it was. She grew up on the social media platform Instagram. She first appeared on the platform when she was 14 years old, and by 19 she had become a veteran. She was being compensated for her posts, and she considered herself to be an influencer as her full-time profession. However, in 2015, she deleted all of her social media accounts and concentrated solely on YouTube. There are presently only 3 videos available. The final one is titled Why I'm Truly Quitting Now, and it is available on YouTube. People initially assumed that her online disappearance was merely a publicity ploy and that she would return in a couple of weeks, but she eventually abandoned it altogether and disappeared totally off social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. Number 6. Kenny Veach. When Kenny Leach was a young man, he was a well-known YouTuber and an influential figure in the world of urban exploration. A lot of people were familiar with him because of his YouTube channel Snakebit Monkey. On November 10, 2014, he was in the mountains north of Las Vegas, right here. Kenny vanished without leaving any traces. Although he informed his family that he would be on a trip to the mountains of Nevada, he never came home. This is where things start to get strange. Kenny had discovered a cave in the Mojave Desert just a month before embarking on this expedition, which he documented on his YouTube channel. He is well known for cave exploration, but he claims that when he entered the tunnel, it began to vibrate, and he became quite terrified. He described it as one of the oddest things that had ever happened to him. Kenny, on the other hand, was captivated and expressed a desire to return and further explore the caves. When he finally made his way back there, he was overcome with emotion. That was the last time he was ever seen by a human being. Now, because the desert is so large and contains a large number of caverns, this is a good idea. It was difficult to determine which cave Kenny was referring about. Apart from Kenny's absence, there was nothing else to report. Number 5. Minx. Hannah was well known for her cosplaying as anime characters, and she was also known for providing her audience with Japanese lessons on occasion. She was doing well for herself and had a large following, but she vanished without a trace in 2013. The last video she uploaded to her YouTube channel was a video from San Diego Comic-Con in 2013, and it was the last time she uploaded anything. She had vanished from all social media platforms, and her fans were concerned about her well-being. As a matter of fact, there was speculation that she had been kidnapped or had passed dead. After all, she was thrilled that we were saying our final goodbyes. Number 4. Paul Zimmer. For the most part, back in the day, There was a prominent Musical.ly star by the name of Paul Zimmer who, over the course of a few years, amassed millions of followers on Musical.ly, but in 2018, he was embroiled in a major scandal and accused of defrauding his fans and taking their money. As a result, he virtually vanished from the face of the earth, only to reappearance out of nowhere in 2020, posting on social media about how he and the actor had a similar appearance. Troy Becker is a well-known actor. He then goes through all of these phone words with them. He's handed over control of his social media account to Troy because he didn't want his profile to simply disappear. Then Paul vanished into thin air with no trace. And Troy stepped in to fill his shoes. This is the problem. He's just making it seem like Troy is just someone else who looks identical to him. But then weren't fooled by this. It appears that he created Troy as a way to escape his past, while still remaining in the spotlight. That's just kind of messed up. Number 3. Marina Joyce. Although Marina Joyce was a reasonably well-known beauty blogger from London, followers began to notice that she was acting strangely in 2016. In her YouTube videos, particularly one entitled Date Outfit Ideas, you can see that Marina does not appear to be herself and that she is acting strangely. In fact, in one of the videos, fans observed that there was something in the backdrop that they didn't expect. She appeared to have bruises all over her arms in another video, and in another, she pleaded, "Help me," before disappearing without a trace in the following year, 2019. Despite the fact that she had just been away for 10 days, we have no idea where Marina has vanished into thin air. Number 2. Alexis Sharkey. Alexis Sharkey had a great year last year. Alexis Sharkey, a 26-year-old Instagram influencer who went missing after spending Thanksgiving with her pals in Houston, has been identified. Her family was told the following day that she had gone missing. Alexis had not been heard from for more than 24 hours, and her family and friends were becoming increasingly anxious. They immediately contacted the police, who were unable to locate her because no one knew where she had gone. She simply vanished into thin air without a trace. The situation remained unchanged until a sanitation worker noticed something weird on the side of the road. It was the bare body of Alexis. That was the last thing anyone wanted, and they were all praying that she would be found alive. Her death was ruled to have been caused by strangling after months of investigation by the police officers on the scene. Unfortunately, her assailant has not been apprehended. Number 1. Jessica Stein. Since January 4, 2020, there has been no sign of Jessica, despite the fact that she has millions of followers on Instagram. Jessica was a well-known Instagram model who shared travel and fashion images and posted something on Instagram practically every day, causing fans to get rather concerned. It's a little surprising that she would simply abandon her page in such a manner. Now, Jessica has shared pictures of her young daughter, who is a rare chromosomal abnormality, leading some fans to believe that her absence on social media may be related to her daughter. On Jessica's posts, people are commenting with phrases such as, "It's been a long time since you've been on." What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.